The last three problems from the areas in the plane are multiple choice questions. So I'm going to go right to number 52. And when you graph number 52, you'll notice that if x equals 2, then y has to be 0. So it looks like this. Okay. Now, if x is 2, y is 0. And then we have a parabola that opens to the right, but I don't have to worry about the part below because we're talking about the area in the first quadrant. And so here, x equals 4 would be a vertical line. And so we're interested in this area right here. Now, I can do upper minus a lower, but none of the choices have to do with integrating with respect to x. So they're forcing us to look at horizontal rectangles. So in this case, I'm going to integrate from 0 up to the y value of that point of intersection. So I'm going to integrate from 0, okay, and we'll come up with that y value in just a second. But my right edge would be x equals 4 minus my left edge, which is y squared plus 2. And then I'm going to integrate with respect to y. And now I just need to find this point right here. Well, if x is 4, then 4 equals y squared plus 2. And if I subtract 2 from both sides, I'll get y squared equals 2. Now, if you take the square root of both sides, you will get root 2. And this turns out to be choice A. Now, for number 53, we have y equals x squared, which is a parabola that opens upward. And then we have y equals the opposite of x, which goes down this way in the second and the fourth quadrants. And then we want to find the area bounded by the y equals x squared and the opposite of x. And we're going through the value of x equals 3. So we're going to integrate from 0 to 3. So from 0 to 3, our upper function is x squared minus our lower function. Be careful with your signs here. And that would give us x squared plus x from 0 to 3. And let's do this one by hand. So it'll be x cubed over 3 plus x squared over 2 from 0 to 3. And so we get 27 over 3 plus 9 over 2. And this turns out to be 9 plus 4.5. So we end up with 13.5 or 13.5. And the correct answer there will be letter E. Now for number 54, here we're going to use our graphing calculator. When I entered this into my calculator, I used y equals e to the minus x squared. And then I put in negative sine of 3x. And this one is the exponential function. And here is my negative sine of 3x. Now on the grid that they gave us, or the graph, I changed my window. So I went from 0 to 3, and then I went from -2 to 2, so that my graph would fit very nicely. And when I graph it, I get a graph similar to what they have, and I just need to find that point of intersection right there. So I'll hit second trace, intersect, and I had done this just a few minutes ago. I have my x value to be 1.1489. So when I do my integration, I'm going to integrate from 0 to 1.1489. And my upper function is e to the minus x squared minus negative sine of 3x. And I'm integrating with respect to x. And when you do this, you should get 1.445, which will be letter B.